communities worldwide. We broadcast diverse international content from Europe, Asia, Africa, and now right here in the USA. Watch us via Roku on your smart TV. Download the Millennium TV app from the App Store to stream our shows anywhere, anytime. Millennium TV.
Welcome to Millennium News Hour. I am Tanzeeba Naurin. In today's bulletin, we will present top and trending news from across the nation and the world. Let's begin with the headlines of the day. Suspect in shooting of 3 men of Palestinian descent near the University of Vermont pleads not guilty. Biden says 4-year-old Abigail Eden was released by Hamas. He hopes more U.S. hostages will be freed. Biden to miss COP28 climate summit. Elon Musk meets Netanyahu during Israel visit. Four killed in apparent murder-suicide at North Carolina homeless encampment. Israel-Hamas truce in Gaza extended by 2 days. New Zealand to scrap world-leading anti-smoking laws. Irish writer Lynch wins Booker Prize. Paris mayor says she is quitting Elon Musk's global sewer platform X as city gears up for Olympics. Poland's president swears in a government expected to last no longer than 14 days. U.S. men's soccer to open 2024 with exhibition versus Slovenia on January 20 in San Antonio. And Hardik Pandya back at Mumbai Indians in high-profile trade ahead of 2024 season in IPL. You were listening to headlines, now news in detail. A man pleaded not guilty to attempted murder Monday in connection with the weekend shooting of 3 college students of Palestinian descent in Vermont, an attack that is being investigated as a possible hate crime. Jason J. Eaton was arrested Sunday, a day after the shooting outside his apartment building near the University of Vermont campus. He appeared in court by video from jail, speaking only to confirm his identity. His attorney entered pleas of not guilty on his behalf, and a judge ordered him held without bail pending a hearing that likely will be held in the next few days. Attorney General Merrick Garland said the Justice Department is investigating whether the shooting was a hate crime. The FBI and the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms and Explosives are assisting Vermont authorities in the investigation. There has been a sharp increase in threats directed against Jewish, Muslim and Arab communities across the U.S. since the Israel-Hamas war began, he said. There is understandable fear in communities across the country, Garland said. The 3 men, all aged 20, who were spending their Thanksgiving break in Burlington, were walking during a visit to the home of one of the victims' relatives when they were confronted by a white man with a handgun, police said. 2 of the men were in a stable condition and the others suffered much more serious injuries, Burlington Police Chief John Murat said in a statement Sunday. Two of the victims are U.S. citizens and the third is in the country with legal permission. Two of the men were wearing the black and white Palestinian keffiyeh scarves, Murad said. President Joe Biden confirmed Sunday that Abigail Eden, a 4-year-old American girl held hostage by Hamas after her parents were killed, was released as part of the ceasefire deal in the Israel-Hamas war. "Thank God she is home," Biden told reporters. "I wish I were there to hold her." Abigail has dual Israeli-US citizenship, and Biden said she was safely in Israel. She was the first U.S. hostage to be released under terms of the ceasefire. Biden said he did not have immediate information on Abigail's condition. The White House said later that the president spoke by telephone with members of the girl's family in the United States and Israel. He also spoke with Israel's Prime Minister, Benjamin Netanyahu. Hamas militants stormed Abigail's kibbutz Kfar Aza on October 7 and killed her parents. She ran to a neighbor's home for shelter, and the Brodish family, mother Hagar and her 3 children, took Abigail in as the rampage raged. Then all 5 disappeared and were later confirmed to be captives. They were among the more than 200 people taken to Gaza in the attack that touched off the war. Abigail had a birthday while she was held. 2 of Abigail's family members on Sunday thanked Biden, the Qatari government, and others involved in securing her release, saying in a statement they remain committed to the safe and swift return of all hostages. President Joe Biden will miss the latest UN climate summit in Dubai after 2 years of attending the talks in hopes of highlighting U.S. leadership, a U.S. official said Sunday. Some 70,000 people, including national leaders and Pope Francis, are expected at COP28 as it opens Thursday in what could be the largest United Nations climate summit ever. Schedules released by the White House for Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris showed neither heading to Dubai this week. Biden's engagements include a trip to Colorado to highlight U.S. investment in wind energy, a meeting with the president of Angola, and the lighting of the national Christmas tree. A U.S. official confirmed that Biden was not planning to attend COP28 this week or during a second window close to the end of the talks on December 12. Tech billionaire Elon Musk has met Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu touring a kibbutz targeted by Palestinian gunmen during an October 7 attack and expressing support for Israel's war against Hamas in the Gaza Strip. The visit comes amid a period of controversy for Musk, who recently sparked outrage by calling an anti-Semitic social media post, one promoting the conspiracy theory that white people in the West are being replaced through immigration from the global South with the help of progressive Jews, the actual truth. After touring the decimated kibbutz of Kfar Aza with Netanyahu, Musk said in a conversation with the Prime Minister on X Spaces that it was jarring to see the scene of the massacre and that Israel has no choice but to eliminate Hamas. The trip comes on the 4th day of an ongoing truce between Israel and Hamas, during which Israel is recovering dozens of captives in exchange for the release of Palestinian prisoners. Musk was also scheduled to meet with Israeli President Isaac Herzog, whose office said in a statement that the meeting would underscore the need to act to combat rising anti-Semitism online. 2 men and 2 women were killed in a murder-suicide at a North Carolina homeless encampment Sunday morning, according to officials. Residents in an Utterville homeless encampment heard a verbal altercation before the suspect Dwayne Paul Miller allegedly shot the 3 victims multiple times, then turned the gun on himself, according to the Sampson County Sheriff's Office. Police were called to the scene just before 9:30 a.m. All 4 people involved had been residing in 2 tents in the homeless encampment for several weeks, according to the sheriff's office. Miller and one of the victims, 41-year-old Carrie Nicole Trampo, had ongoing domestic violence issues stemming from another state, according to a preliminary investigation by police. The other victims, Daniel J. Wilshire and Amber Ray King, were both from Otterville. Miller was from Marysville, Washington. Whether either of them had a relationship with Miller and Trampo was unclear. The investigation is ongoing, but police said there is no apparent danger to the public. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for all at TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia, available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BT Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your fist. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. Now it's time for global updates. A humanitarian pause in fighting between Israel and Hamas will extend by 2 days. Mediator Qatar said Monday, as an initial 4-day truce in Gaza was set to expire. The state of Qatar announces that as part of the ongoing mediation, an agreement has been reached to extend the humanitarian truce for an additional 2 days in the Gaza Strip. Qatari Foreign Ministry spokesman Majid Al-Ansari said on X, formerly Twitter. Over the course of the humanitarian pause and in weeks prior, Qatar, with the support of the United States and Egypt, has been engaged in intense negotiations to establish and prolong the truce in Gaza, which mediators had said was designed to be broadened and expanded. Over the course of the initial truce, a total 50 civilian hostages, women and children were expected to be freed by Hamas. In exchange, 150 Palestinian prisoners held by Israel were to be released and humanitarian aid allowed into Gaza. During its first 3 days, 39 Israeli hostages were freed by the militant group in exchange for 117 Palestinian prisoners held in Israeli jails as part of the deal between the two sides. As a result of parallel negotiations led by the Gulf state, 17 Thais, 1 Filipino, and 1 dual Russian-Israeli national have also been released by the Palestinian militants. New Zealand's plans for world-leading anti-smoking laws will be revoked. Christopher Luxon confirmed Monday after being sworn in as Prime Minister, in a move described as a huge win for the tobacco industry. Former airline boss Luxon took over 6 weeks after his Conservative National Party won national elections, ending a 6-year Labour Party reign ushered in by Jacinda Ardern. Luxon was sworn in as head of a new coalition government by New Zealand's Governor-General in a ceremony in the capital, Wellington. "It is an honour and an awesome responsibility," Luxon told reporters. The Conservative said he would prioritise taming inflation and bringing down interest rates, and also confirmed he would scrap a so-called generational smoking ban adopted last year that stops sales of tobacco to anyone born after 2008. Luxon said the tax revenue from ongoing cigarette sales would generate a welcome income for the government, but also voiced concern that the ban would create a flourishing and untaxed black market. Irish writer Paul Lynch won the 2023 Booker Prize on Sunday for his novel Prophet's Song, the story of a family and a country on the brink of catastrophe as an imaginary Irish government veers towards tyranny. The novel Lynch's Fifth seeks to show the unrest in Western democracies and their indifference towards disasters such as the implosion of Syria. From that first knock at the door, Prophet Song forces us out of our complacency as we follow the terrifying plight of a woman seeking to protect her family in an Ireland descending into totalitarianism. A.C. Edigan, chair of the Booker's 2023 judges, said, "This is a triumph of emotional storytelling, bracing and brave." Lynch, who was previously the chief film critic of Ireland's Sunday Tribune newspaper, said he wanted readers to understand totalitarianism by heightening the dystopia with the intense realism of his writing. "I wanted to deepen the reader's immersion to such a degree that by the end of the book they would not just know but feel this problem for themselves," Lynch said in comments published on the Booker Prize website. He became the fifth Irish author to win the Booker Prize after Iris Murdoch, John Banville, Roddy Doyle and Annie Enright, the organizers of the competition said. The Northern Irish writer Anna Burns won in 2008. The mayor of future Olympic host city Paris says she is quitting X, accusing Elon Musk's platform, previously known as Twitter, of spreading disinformation and hatred and of becoming a gigantic global sewer that is toxic for democracy and constructive debate. With its thousands of anonymous accounts and its troll farms, life on Twitter is the exact opposite of democratic life. Mayor Anne Hidalgo said in a long post titled, "Why I am leaving Twitter. I refuse to endorse this evil scheme," she wrote. Hidalgo's office said posts on Monday in French and English that announced her departure from X would be the socialist mayor's last and that she will then close her account, which has 1.5 million followers, at the end of the week. Her office said that Paris City Hall is keeping its own separate account on X. Hidalgo's withdrawal from X follows a fractious period for the mayor. She has faced criticism from political opponents over the expense and need for a trip she made in October to the French South Pacific territories of New Caledonia and Tahiti. The Olympic surfing competition next July is being held on Tahiti's world-famous Teahupo'o wave. Poland's president on Monday swore in a government that is expected to last no longer than 14 days. A tactical maneuver that allows the Conservative Law and Justice Party to hang on to power a bit longer and make more appointments to state bodies. Following a national election in October, President Andrzej Duda swore in Prime Minister Mateusz Morawiecki, who has held that position since late 2017. According to the Constitution, Morawiecki and his cabinet will have 14 days to face a vote of confidence in Parliament. They are almost certain to lose the vote because Morawiecki has no coalition partners after his Nationalist and Conservative Law and Justice Party lost its parliamentary majority and no other parties want to join its government. Morawiecki says he is trying to find partners to govern with, but himself puts his chances at 10% or even less. Other members of Morawiecki's new cabinet also took their oaths. Some ministers remained in their posts, including Defense Minister Mariusz Błaszczak, but many positions, including the Foreign, Justice, and Education ministries, were filled by new appointees. Some political veterans likely did not want to be part of a government expected to fail. Now it's time for business news. Today's New York stock close price is 15,930.89. The NYSE Composite is decreased by 52.93 points or 0.33%. Tokyo stock close price is 33,447.67. The Nikkei 225 index is decreased by 177.86 points or 0.53%. Shanghai stock close price is 3031.70. The Shanghai index is decreased by 9.27 points or 0.30%. Hong Kong stock close price is 17,525.06. The Hang Seng index is decreased by 34.36 points or 0.20%. Bombay stock close price is 65,970.04. The Sensex index decreased by 47.77 points or 0.07%. Let's have a look on today's sports stories. The US men's soccer team will open its 2024 schedule with an exhibition against Slovenia on January 20 in San Antonio. The game announced Monday is not on a FIFA fixture date, which means most Europe-based players will not be available. The US plays Jamaica on March 21 at Arlington, Texas in the semifinals of the CONCACAF Nations League and faces Mexico or Panama 3 days later in the championship or third-place game. The Americans are preparing for the Copa America, South America's championship, which they host from June 19 to July 40. India all-rounder Hardik Pandya sealed his return to Mumbai Indians on Monday in a high-profile trade ahead of the upcoming Indian Premier League season. Pandya became a superstar in his home country during his first spell with Mumbai from 2015 to 21, when he won the title 4 times. He was released and joined new franchise Gujarat Titans, which he led to the IPL title in 2022 as the team's captain. Under Pandya, the Titans lost the 2023 final to Chennai Super Kings. Pandya will reunite with India internationals Rohit Sharma, Jasprit Bumrah and Surya Kumar Yadav in Mumbai, which described him as an eternal fan favorite. From being a young scouted talent of Mumbai Indians to now being a Team India star, Hardik has come a long way and we are excited for what the future holds for him and Mumbai Indians, said Neeta Ambani, the team's co-owner. Mumbai also has traded Australia all-rounder Cameron Green to Royal Challengers Bangalore. Financial details of the two trades weren't disclosed. Let's have a look on today's weather forecast. Before finishing today's news, let's hear out the headlines again. Suspect in shooting of 3 men of Palestinian descent near the University of Vermont pleads not guilty. Biden says 4-year-old Abigail Eden was released by Hamas. He hopes more U.S. hostages will be freed. Biden to miss COP28 climate summit. Elon Musk meets Netanyahu during Israel visit. Four killed in apparent murder-suicide at North Carolina homeless encampment. Israel-Hamas truce in Gaza extended by 2 days. New Zealand to scrap world-leading anti-smoking laws. Irish writer Lynch wins Booker Prize. Paris mayor says she is quitting Elon Musk's global sewer platform X as city gears up for Olympics. Poland's president swears in a government expected to last no longer than 14 days. US men's soccer to open 2024 with exhibition versus Slovenia on January 20 in San Antonio. And Hardik Pandya back at Mumbai Indians in high-profile trade ahead of 2024 season in IPL. That's all for today. Keep watching Millennium News Hour for latest news update. To stay updated, like our Facebook page, subscribe our YouTube channel and visit our website. Our website address is www.millenniumnews24.com. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for all at TV such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV and Apple TV. And also in all European countries and Australia, available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with us for all the latest news worldwide. Thank you.